Hello, you guys. What's going on? It is Meg, and welcome back to the channel. This is you guys' first time seeing me, and today we're going to be discussing the very controversial T app. Now, I'm a little bit late in talking about this, but I do feel like I need to talk about it. And what better video to start than by coming on camera to talk about it? So we're going to get into that today, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first video, just in case you're not familiar with the T app, this guy's going to explain kind of the gist of what it is.
T is a social media app that came out in 2023 that's just now blowing up, where women can essentially rate men based on their previous behavior and whether or not they're safe to date, basically, right? It's designed to be like a woman-only safe space, right? Where you submit pictures of your ID and just other personal documents to verify that you're a woman, and all the women on there basically post dudes that they've dated or slept with or thinking about dating or slept with, and kind of ask the community if anyone has any gossip or tea on him, right? It's like kind of like a green flag, red flag system. Like, I guess instead of like likes, you give them either a green flag or a red flag. And a lot of dudes, oh my God, aren't super into it, right? Number one, there are people that are kind of like against as a concept, an app where it's designed to kind of like gossip about people. But also, a lot of men are concerned that, a woman that is just vindictive, that you just did wrong in some way, could make wild, baseless allegations against you on an app that you're not even allowed to see, right? Women on the app, though, claim that this is the only way that they can be safe, which, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. They're saying, like, this is the only way that we can go on dates and make sure that we're not, like, unalive. But believe it or not, that is actually not the reason why it's so controversial right now. It looks like the T app is just very poorly made. Because remember how I said how you have to like submit like basic information to verify that you're a woman to keep it like a woman only safe space? Well, number one, that feature's not even working that well. I mean, men are getting on there regardless. But also, the app itself has such low security features that the women that submitted their information to prove that they're women, right? Their information is getting leaked online. They're doxxed, basically. And even worse, they're getting doxxed on 4chan, right? Which is very anti-woman in many spaces. I think the whole thing, but let's just be fair here. So now, this app that was designed to keep women safe, allegedly, right, is literally getting the people that post on there threats to their safety. And look, dating is cooked. Dating is cooked. I met my girlfriend last year. I'm never going back.
He pretty much summed up the whole purpose of the T app, and it has the right intentions, definitely, because I do feel like there should be like a safe space where women could go to kind of get a feel of, like what a guy is like. I definitely think that it's a well-intentioned app, I should say. But of course, we know all well-intentioned things do not stay that way. And something that has a good premise about it, seemingly, has already kind of gone downhill so far.
I'm not saying the T app is bad, but what I'm saying is that there's a lot being posted on there that's just like girls being mean. And that makes me so sad because it's genuinely such a good tool for women to stay safe. But like predominantly what it looks like it's being used for is like bullying, internet bullying. My lips are so chapped. Sorry. For example, I hop on. Obviously, I don't know anyone in my area just because I just moved here. So I went to my hometown, opened up the app. One of the first guys I see is a kid that I grew up with, like pre-K all the way through high school graduation. Know him very well, like I'm familiar, obviously. And for reference, my high school graduating class was around 200, so we all knew each other fairly well, and like we knew everybody by name, but spent a lot of time with people because it was a really small town. And he pops up on there, and girls are talking horribly about him in the comments, talking about how creepy he is and all of this stuff. Now, if you know this guy, you know that he has a learning disability, like a pretty obvious one. And this kid struggled hard all throughout his entire life to make friends, to talk to people, to even get into social spaces. And now you have all these girls on here like making fun of his outfit, making fun of what he looks like, saying he's creepy, saying, oh my god, he found my social media somehow and followed me. That's not like an unsafe, like why are we leaving comments about that kind of thing? Like, he found my Instagram and followed me, what a creeper. Dude, he has a learning disability. He's probably just trying to make a friend. But just one of the examples where it's like, this could be used for good, but instead we're like just being petty and mean. Like, I see a lot of comments on there of girls just leaving feedback on guys they don't even know, just saying like mean, evil stuff about the clothes they're wearing, about what they look like, things that aren't helpful or relative to whoever's looking for information. You might be thinking that that's like super funny, but imagine as the woman who posted him looking for advice, all of these girls coming out of the woodwork about the guy they like, telling her that he's ugly, that he's a loser, that he looks broke, that he looks gay, all these other like derogatory things, or like just trying to be derogatory. And it's like, you're not only making yourself look silly, misusing the app, but you're also hurting that girl's feelings who may think he's cute, who may think that he's cool. So it's like, why, like, I see all these women complaining about how men ruin things because men hacked it and everything, but like, women, you are ruining it as well. You're not even using it for what it's for. Do we have thoughts on this? Am I insane? I don't know. That really triggered me though, because that kid is really nice and like, I know him well and he's harmless and he has a learning disability, and like people are just like bullying him on there, and that, like, I'm an Enneagram 8, so like you can't blame me, but like when people pick on marginalized groups, I light up immediately.
Yeah, I pretty much share her same sentiments on this one. Like, of course, no one could complain about or want to argue about anyone trying to just kind of get a feel for if someone is safe to go out with. But this is just how the internet is these days. People use things that are meant to be there to be a good thing, but they just turn it around and just make it as if it's just something to judge people off of. I mean, from what it sounds like, a lot of these girls who posted red flags or comments or however the app works is that they were just kind of doing it just based off of little petty things. And that's just what it was inevitable to become, because women, I'm sorry, just want to preface just to start off, I might sound a little bit like a pick-me in this video, but I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta admit when the truth is the truth sometimes. And women are petty, especially with people they deem to be like not worthy of like their time, or, you know, just anything in that nature. So I just feel that a lot of this is just going to start being like little things that are not like relevant as to if somebody should like talk to them or date them or not. It's just such a shame this guy with a learning disability, something that he cannot control, is being called creepy. What does that have to do with anything? And I get it. Like sometimes people can look creepy. Like sometimes we do make that judgment upon people unnecessarily, but I just kind of feel like to be placed on an app like this and just have people talk about you and they don't know you really, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't make really all that much sense to me, because now it's just becoming like a game almost for people just to comment if they feel the need to comment. And again, you've never met this guy ever in your life, but you're putting a red flag on him. Like, hello. I get it. Like some things, and I think one of the clips we'll talk about I'll kind of be like, sometimes you do need to judge based upon a picture, but I mean, that's just me. I'm sorry. That's just me. I'm not perfect. But yeah, I just feel that that's so sad that innocent people who are nice are just going to be judged upon just by a picture. Oh, this guy's got caught.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Not Jet2
And right
holiday.
Now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child places.
Wow, so he got caught on the T app, and look at how he was able to immediately see. Now, I don't know if he has two phones or if he has a girl relative, a girlfriend, who he's, seeing his profile or his, I guess, rating off of. I don't even know what you would call this. I guess it's kind of like a rating since you're judged by how many green or red flags you have. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy. And just to kind of zoom in on what they're saying, let's see if I could zoom in. Okay, the first thing I see is narcissistic. I do have to agree. Again, you don't have to agree with me, but I kind of feel like this word is just being thrown around these days without people really knowing what it means. I see manipulative. Most people are that, especially guys. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Say he's cute, but looks like a walking red flag. I don't know him though. See what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. Now it's just like people are putting stuff on here and you don't even know them. I just don't feel like that's right. I feel like if this app wants to continue, they're going to have to get like some type of moderation, like moderators on there, because I feel like if there's any keywords or things in people's comments like that saying, I don't know him, that should be removed. Because I don't feel like that should be fair for somebody who does not know them to be making a comment or putting a red flag out there. Again, you guys, I'm sorry if I don't know how it works. I don't know if you have to make a red flag or a green flag to comment. And the one that says the narcissistic, she says he keeps messaging. Oh no, he keeps messing with one girl that he can't leave alone. Huh? But I mean, I guess whoever posted this might be dealing with them. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of pertinent information to know. So I guess that could be helpful. But I mean, the girl he can't leave alone, what does that mean? Is that you, or is that somebody you know, your friend, your cousin, sister? Yeah, it just gets super vague. At the same time, it just does too much to me. Oh, another guy caught on that.
So this girl just DM'd me to let me know that I was on the T app, and she showed me all the receipts of what everyone was saying. This app's getting ridiculous. And the comments that these women are leaving are just full of lies. I had this one girl comment, he had to go to CVS, so he took my car and was gone for 3 days and came back with hickeys on his neck. What? Like this woman out here just lying on this app without any consequences. This one girl commented, oh, he told me he wasn't on dating apps. Later on that night, he matched my roommate. First of all, I'm not on dating apps. I visit. And what's crazy is out of 33 comments, there's only one comment that I believe actually told the truth. And I'll share with you that only because I feel like it wasn't really even that bad in the first place. This one girl commented, he asked if I could Venmo him $40 so he can catch an Uber ride to my place, but then never showed up. That's called ghosting and a hustle. I call it a spiritual scamming. But yeah, anyways, I'm pretty much innocent.
Yeah, y'all. Now, I can't really tell if this guy is being for real or not. I low-key kind of feel like he posted this to be funny. But if I have to take it for face value, I mean, you kind of didn't do yourself justice here, because you pretty much kind of proved through this video why you're on there. Because if you're going to have a girl Venmo you $40 to go meet up with her, then and you ghost her and you just take the money, then I mean, that's a red flag right there. You're essentially just stealing from me. I mean, ultimately, I guess too, if I'm a girl and I'm sending this money to this guy, is like I have to face the fact that I might not see this money again. It's always a risk when you're sending somebody you don't really know that well money. But it's like, I don't know, girls out there, if you're ordering guys Ubers, order it yourself and pay if you're going to decide to pay for it. So this guy's kind of putting a little scam out there if he's being for real. But even if he's not being for real, just watch out for guys that might try to swindle you a little bit. But the other girl allegedly said that he borrowed the car to go to CVS but came back 3 days later. Oh my God, I kind of don't believe that, even if it's real or not. So I could kind of understand why that one could be a lie, but I could see him doing that. Because I mean, if you didn't have a way to get to a girl to Uber, and had to ask her for money to Uber, I should say, then you might not have a car. So that might be believable. But maybe 3 days later, that might be a little bit iffy. But they putting all y'all tea out here. It's crazy. It's why it's called tea.
don't know if it's just me, but I have a weird suspicion that a lot of people on this T app are not posting men who they are actually even dating, talking to, or
No, I don't
are
think so
trying to
either.
court them. And really, they just want to post guys who they want to actually find out tea about, or they're posting guys who they actually know have partners and want to find out gossip about that person's partner. Or you'll be surprised, but they're a lot of these girls are using this app as a way to find their next guy. Like, I
wouldn't
saw
be
a girl
surprised.
who literally made a video saying that, like, me watching this app and picking my next like eater or something like that. Like, are you deranged? You're literally seeing a guy being posted. They're saying that he's a narcissist, they're saying he's an abuser, but because he does something really good sexually, now you want to try it for yourself. Do you guys not fear God? Like, I think you guys would be surprised, because there are people who sit online every single day and talk about other people, not celebrities, not political figures, like literally normal everyday people. Maybe they have some form of influence. They know where they work, they know where they live, they know who was their baby daddy, they know who they were married to, they know who their boyfriend was 12 years ago. These people are really weird, but I really don't think that this app is being used as a way to safeguard women. I think it's just being used because people are nosy AF.
Yeah, I agree totally. It's just, and that kind of proves what I said earlier. People are just using it to comment on, like, if they are good in bed or if they're whack in bed, if their package is big or small. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that's important to some people and a lot of the time could be deal breakers, but that's not what it's for. None of that puts you in harm's way. To an extent. I'm just kidding. But none of that puts you in harm's way or puts you in danger. So I don't feel like putting guys' bodily information and sexual information out there is really anything. If anything, putting it out there is just kind of like enticing, like she said, women to want to go chase after the guy. And I do think that that's going to be an after effect of this app too, is that women speaking on guys amongst other women, a handful of those women are going to want that man low key, because women, this is a downside to us women sometimes. I'm sorry, y'all, I got to say it. Like, sometimes we like the one that has edge, quote unquote. So it's like, anytime someone says something, oh, they're no good, or they cheat, or he never responds to messages. Some women like that because they think that's like a form of chasing, and they feel like they'll never be bored in the relationship, and it could just make the guy end up getting more women. And yeah, it's something to watch out if you're gonna put your man on there.
I look crazy because I just came back from the gym, but what's really getting on my nerves is this T app. It's literally a bunch of women posting pictures of men, talking about men and what they've done and what type of person that they are. We all gonna have preconceived notions about a certain type of men from where they're from, their demographic, their backgrounds, whatever. But I think that it's just weird that a bunch of insecure women are up there posting anonymously about a man, and you're not gonna tell the full story. I think regardless if a person has certain qualities that you don't like, move on gracefully. What is the point of you airing things out? I downloaded it just to see what people are saying. I'm seeing NFL players, basketball players. I'm seeing people who are in relationships. I'm seeing all types of things. I'm seeing women talk about situations that happened years ago. Like, why are you still dwelling on that? Like, did they hurt you that bad? Go to therapy. Stop trying to heal and all of that stuff, or get validation from others to be like, okay, maybe I'm not crazy. It literally screams insecure. It literally screams delusional women giving delusional women advice, where you guys should really be go seeing a therapist to heal from your trauma. And if the men were doing this, y'all would literally be like, oh my God, you're slut shaming. Oh my gosh, you're this, you're that. Like, no, you guys are doing the same thing. Learn to move on gracefully. That's all you have to do. Move on gracefully and stop worrying about the past.
Yeah, again, I totally agree with her, because I feel like there's probably a percentage of women who are using this as therapy, low key, but high key, because some women are wanting that validation. Like, in case they encounter somebody that dealt with the guy, they're probably like wanting to see other women be like, oh yeah, he's no good. He did me this way. He did me that way. And it's not good, because it's forcing you to still have to dwell on that, where you could just go to therapy and just talk it out and heal. Dwelling on it and wanting validation for the fact that you're putting the guy on there to talk down on it, it's not really doing you as much justice as you think. I'm sure it feels good in the moment, but I just don't think it's good in the end. You know, just don't use this as a method to be able to get over someone. Like, that's going to take time. And I know I'm kind of taking like a left turn from what she spoke about, but it's just, don't dwell on things like this. If the guy is no good, the guy is just going to be no good, usually. And thinking that you're going to heal from the guy that did all of this to you, thinking that that's going to help you to move on, seeing other women dog him. So, yeah, and let's be honest, it is true. And I think we're going to get to this too. If men did have this app and they went crazy with it, posting naked pictures and videos. We need to understand as women, sounds very pick-me-ish of me, but we can't have it both ways as women. It's not fair, but men are usually going to always have the upper hand in some cases. Now, men aren't going to be embarrassed of sex tapes. That's going to destroy our entire reputations if that were to ever leak online, or our pictures. Like, that's why men will usually send them first or ask you to do them, because there's no risk in them doing that. So when they got their own version, I think it was the T-Born app, they went crazy with it. And that's why it's taken down, from what I hear, is because people was putting hella pictures and videos up there that were extremely inappropriate and illegal. But us as women, if the T app, I don't know if it allows you to do videos, if we were to put that on there, I mean, of course, if they have a little then that might be embarrassing to them in a way, but it's not the same as it is for women. And unfortunately, I do think that we sometimes have to remember that. I don't like that it's like that, but it is. And we just have to always keep that in the back of our heads. Men get to do something that we've been doing, they will go 10 times harder than what we did. That's why a lot of them are acting crazy and insecure now. Just be careful if you're going to want to put your man up there, like I said earlier, because you never know what you're going to get in return.
So there's this whole thing about the T app where men are so angry because they're being exposed or their reputation is being blown out of proportion. And all I gotta say is, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? First off, the app already lost its credibility because people are making up a bunch of stories, made up bullshit. So people don't even know what's really true or what's not. Personally, I have 1,000 red flags on the app. 1,000. I don't even think you could beat that. With 500 comments from girls just talking their bullshit about me, talking a bunch of nonsense. But I am not even complaining about it. You know why? The amount of attention that this has brought me. The amount of girls sliding in my DMs now is fucking crazy. They read about it. Girls think, like, they don't even think. They're writing all this bullshit, but they don't think that it's actually doing me a favor. They read about it, they get curious, they slide in my DMs. The same ones that are talking shit are also in my DMs. I openly talk about how much of a dog I am. I let it be known. You like it, you like it. You don't, you could go. But for those of you that are married, I don't even believe in marriage in the first place. I don't even know why you invest your life in someone. Like, you got to play the field the way it's being played. But if you're so worried about your wife fighting with you or your girlfriend fighting with you, just know that this keeps her on her toes. Women love a man that is wanted or talked about by other women. If you're that nice guy,
I agree,
or you're quiet, you're peaceful, men love being peaceful. Women don't. They don't even realize this themselves. They're going to argue, oh no, that's not true. That's not true. It is true. You women will get so bored from a peaceful relationship. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. You girls don't even know your own brains. That you'll end up leaving or looking for the next big thing. So like I said, change your perspective. Instead of looking at the glass half empty, look at the glass half full. And take it for what it is. You can't do anything about it, and just let it be. Simple.
I agree, you guys. I definitely feel that this is helping a lot of men out with getting more attention online or in just DMs, like he said. It's just going to attract more women for that guy, because women, I hate to say it, I'm saying I hate to say it so much in this video, but I hate to say it, but a lot of women like a well sought after guy, because it makes them seem like if they get chosen, that they are the prize. You know what I'm saying? And I think you guys do. And it's unfortunate again, but negative things about a guy, depending on what it is, that will only drive more women. And it's crazy to think, if this is true, that the women who's talking smack is in his DMs also. That's crazy. You're trying to allegedly warn people about him, but you're still talking to, that's crazy if you ask me. But yeah, that's just gonna be the reality of it, and why I say we can't have it both ways. We can't go and spill the tea on a guy but think nobody's gonna want them to. So it's just, I don't know, it's gonna get convoluted in a way. And it unfortunately is true that women do get, sometimes, not all, because I know I would like a peaceful relationship if I were to want one, but I just feel that some women, especially ones that come from relationships that's just always been filled with drama and unfortunately toxicity, like a drama-filled relationship, and when they found a guy with no issues and that's not giving them any like worries or any problems or anything, they just kind of feel like, okay, I'm bored. What guy is gonna give me those problems so I could scream and fight and yell at him all day about? So it's just it's just crazy. I mean he really just kind of put it all out there.
So I was on the T app, and let me just say I'm disappointed in some of you girls. This one girl in Kentucky posted a photo of this guy asking if anyone's heard anything about him because he's in her DMs and they've been texting. She was basically just asking if he was a good guy. The photo she shared was of this guy and two of his buddies. It was the reddest flag I have ever seen in my life. One of the guys in the photo had a big wad of cash in his hand. One of the fellas was doing some sort of little trick with his fingers. Some sort of signal, I guess. And the man that she was talking to had with a switch on it. If you know anything about that, it means that normally people who have switches on their are up to no good and do things unbecoming. You're asking us if we know anything about him? Well, girl, you about to know something about him because he's going to end up in the obituaries. So you decide. I don't know. I would love it if someone could explain to me why that seems like boyfriend or husband material. I'm genuinely curious. Are you hoping that these bad boys got a soft spot for you, girl? To each their own, but I feel like the bar must be in hell.
I see what she's saying. From some of these screen grabs that I'm seeing from the actual app, and like all the girls or people scrolling on there, I'm like, some of these type of people y'all wanting tea on, it's like, do you really need the tea? Do you really, of course, we're not all going to be into the same type of guys. Everyone has the right to like who they like and be attracted to who they're attracted to, right? But I just feel that the fact that you're wanting information on, like she says, if he's a good guy and he has a pew in his hand and the other guy got money in his hand and the other one probably throwing the gangs on, and you want to know if he's good or not, like, girl, be totally for real. And just some of these poses is like, come on, if you're a guy watching this, I know you're not going to listen to me, but can y'all please stop sticking the middle finger in pictures? To me, that is just so 2014. Just like the pictures of y'all just doing hand gestures at gas stations. Like, that is all just so 2014. And the money phone thing, it's just, can we stop? I get y'all don't really know what to do with your hands, because it's not like you could be like a girl and put your hand on your hip or something. And don't get me wrong, there are things girls do in pictures that I can't stand either, if we're gonna keep it all the way real. But can y'all please stop? Because it's not, I know y'all not trying to be cute, but it's just cringe to me. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, just the way some of these guys are posed on some of these pictures on this app, I'm like, how are you wanting information? I think the picture explains itself. Now, I know I just said for the previous clip that you shouldn't go off, but some things I think is safe to go off of. Now, granted, a guy that sticks the middle finger could be a great guy. I mean, maybe that's just his thing. Maybe he's been doing that since 2014. But some things I think you could judge a little bit off of one picture. But yeah, but that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not perfect. My opinion is not going to be accepted and agreed upon amongst the masses. And that's just really how I see it. It's just some of these guys ain't worth a shit, you guys. I'm sorry. Pardon my French, but some of you guys just need to realize that if you're asking on an app, then you already know the answer. That's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I didn't ramble on too long, but I just wanted to come on here finally, and this was the perfect video for me because it's just so much going on. So do I think the T app will be a mainstay in the App Store? I think that it may be for a little bit, but I think as we're starting to see with the clips we've already have seen, I think it's just going to be to the point where women aren't going to be able to trust anything that's said on the app. I feel like women are just going to decide that this app is not helping me. It's just women saying a whole bunch of unnecessary things that I'm not trying to know about, and it's not even women that know the guy that I'm posting. So I just feel like it's just gonna fizzle out, and I think that it should, because like I said, if the guys really do come out with an app and it stays and it does the same thing for women. I already saw it in videos that I was looking at to get this video together. Women were freaking out, going crazy. To me, in my opinion, I know it's your name and it's your reputation. Anybody could say anything about you, and that's scary. I just feel like if you're a guy, I just feel like if you haven't done anything really major, there's nothing to worry about. If a girl really puts you on there, there should be enough other women and friends and stuff that could vouch for you. Now, I know that might sound kind of like, okay, but this app can be seen by millions of people. You never know. Like, the majority of people, if you ask them, probably have no idea what this app is. So don't freak out too much. And ladies, like I said, if you're posting on this app, whether it be a guy or if you're just responding to guys you don't know and guys you've never met, stop doing that. Respond if you actually have dealt with the guy, have been with them in a relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it. But I think that they need moderators on there to take down the unnecessary comments about things that are not pertinent or relevant to what the original poster is asking about. It's just going to implode upon itself if it's just lies upon lies on there. And I just don't think it's right to lie on a guy, even though they did you wrong. It sucks. I get it. It feels good, but it's just morally not the right thing to do. Like, the guy will get their karma in some kind of other way. And if they do develop and are able to keep the guy's version on the App Store, then it's just, you wouldn't want just lies and really damaging things to be put up there about you. And speaking of, if these guys was just putting up sex tapes and naked pictures of y'all, please stop doing that. I've never understood the point of all of that. It's like, what is you sending a naked picture gonna do for the guy besides see you? Like I said, men have the upper hand in that regard. Like, if a man's picture leaks, the only thing you could say is if their is big or small. But if your stuff is out there, then you're going to be judged upon your body, and like, how could you do this? You're going to be looked upon in a way worse way. So please, I don't care how old you are, please do not do that. Like, I never understood the point in sending a guy naked pictures. Like, I'm sorry, that's just me, but just be careful out there nonetheless. Even if they're your husband, do not do it. You don't want any of that stuff to be out there. But a little side rant there, but I guess we'll have to see if T is really going to be out there like that, exposing these guys, keeping women safe, having women dodge bullets as it's intended to do, or is it just going to eventually implode on itself? Because there have been rumors of people taking their own lives or being extremely and seriously hurt by this app. I don't know how true that is. I hope that it's not. But just watch out for yourself if you've posted any tea about a guy on there, because sometimes, depending on what you post and the details, the guy could put two and two together. So just watch out for yourselves, guys. And yeah, because it's a crazy, crazy world. Thank you so much for watching this video if you've made it this far. So definitely let me know down below what you guys think of the app. Do you think that it's helping women out? Do you feel like it's a good community to have for women to kind of speak about the men that they're seeing or they're dating or they're married to in some cases? Or do you agree with me to where it kind of had its good intentions, but it's just kind of steadily going down the road of being pointless? So I definitely want to hear what you guys think. And with that, I'm going to see you guys next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because that really will let me know if you guys are enjoying my videos, and that will help me to make more videos. Thank you guys so much again if you guys made it this far, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye.